Hey everybody, Luke W. Russell here with Russell Media, and on October 31st at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time with Pilma, I'm going to be putting on a live stream doing a step-by-step walkthrough to talk about what to do when you're retargeting soars or flops. I don't know if you've ever done retargeting, but if you have, sometimes it starts off and your costs seem out of control. You might be spending $5, $10, $15 per click. You feel like, what am I, is this the right amount to spend? I don't know. And so I'm going to talk about that on this stream. And I'm going to talk to you about how do you analyze the numbers and how do you test different things. Here on the screen, I'm going to talk about this a little more. These are some numbers from a client. If you start here on the left, you can see in July, we were experiencing a cost per click of $6.93. Again, you might be saying, well, I'm okay if I'm getting clients, and that's true, but when we do retargeting, it can be a little trickier to organize all the stats and depending on how you track. And so we use a cost per click as a predictive indicator, because if we're spending $10 versus $5 is a pretty, it's twice as many people we can get back to your website. So if you look at this, we were close to $7 and we got it closer to $6. And then in September, right around the end of September, we made a change. We kept for 4 months, we made all kinds of tweaks. We tried different kinds of ads. We tried this and that, and we switched this setting. Then we went back to that setting. And now, in October, we're consistently generating $2.40 clicks. That sounds awesome, right? What's the secret? Oh, if I just could tell you the secret, you could do the same thing. Actually, you can't. And because we actually took some of the same changes we made them in other retargeting campaigns, and they actually had the opposite effect, and costs went up. Which, again, in this live stream, I'm going to be talking to you about, what are the strategies you can use to get the most out of your retargeting, how to change this and change that in order to get better results. So again, join me live on October 31st at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for this live stream. I'm going to be talking about, how do you interpret the numbers? What do they mean? There's a lot of stats in there. There's so many stats, and I'm going to help you figure out what are the key things and kind of how do you discern some information out of that. And then I'm going to talk about how often should you have new ads? What kind of strategies should you use? Should you do that ad or this ad? I'm going to talk to you about that. And I want to address this idea of how can I figure out if my ads are even delivering to the right people. I'm going to show you, let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm going to show you how we found that we actually had 37% of people clicking on our ad weren't even an ideal prospect. And this is retargeting. So, it's important to kind of piece all these things together and in order to get the most out of your campaign. So I'm going to pop back up here. Join me live on October 31st at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're going to be talking about what to do when you're retargeting soars or flops. You'll be able to ask questions live. And also I'm going to actually make some changes to the 2 campaigns I worked on back in August. So we're going to kind of revisit those campaigns. We're going to make some changes based on everything I talk about in here. So Luke W. Russell, Russell Media, doing this webinar, or we're not really webinar, live stream with Pilma, and I look forward to seeing you on there. See you on Halloween.